I am here to talk about Sassafras Science Adventure Volume 1 Zoology. We've already done Chapter 1. We got the audiobook, so when he takes a bath, he listens to the audiobook, and then we do everything else that we have way out here to show you after his bath. So far, we love it. Chapter 1 was awesome. This is all Chapter 1. See why I got the audiobook. With my dyslexia, so I had trouble reading it, so I went ahead and got the audiobook. I highly recommend the audiobook and the book together, because there's sometimes we want to look at the pictures in the book, and sometimes we won't. So that's the other thing. So I got the Sassafras Guide of Zoology, which is your teacher's guide, and for Chapter 1, it has it broken down into 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, or 1, 2. And we did the 1, 2 already. We did day 1 already. We'll be looking at day 2 when he gets back, see when you do it, and then we will move on. And day 2 is read the assigned reading in the encyclopedia of your choice, which we already did. Read additional living books from the, I will look at those, see what they are, copy or dictate dictionary assignment, which we already did, and play an I Spy game, which we will probably play when we get back. He gets back from his dad. He's at his dad right now, so we will probably do some of this when he gets back from his dad, and then we will move on to Chapter 2, which is right here. I've been checking off what we've been doing in the book, because I'm not going to do everything they have assigned, but I've been checking it off and see. We got the Zach Guy logbook. So he's not a big writer. So we have been skipping the zoology notes for beginners and just adding a little bit about it. And then we'll have him fill in the individual words here, because he can do. And color when he can do it. Color a little picture. Anyway, I also had him help me color in Africa on this map, because Africa is the first place to go to. And he'll help me fill in the animals. It would be really cool. All the information you need to fill in is in here too. It's in this guide, so you can just translate it there for the kids. So that's why I think he'll be able to write it. Just give him some extra writing practice. For the extra encyclopedias they recommend My First Encyclopedia of Animals from Kingfisher. And I really like this book. My son's really into encyclopedias, so getting a bunch has been really cool. Most we have right now is from Usborne and National Geographic, so getting different ones has been really fun. The other one that we've been reading through is the DK Encyclopedia of Animals, and this book, man, is thick. Because I'm telling you that if you just do those 2 encyclopedias and the book that came with it, and read the book, you'll be set. But for me, I'm a teacher that goes a little extra, so I also got the coloring pages, and I'm not a great color person, but it gave him something to do while he colors, to do while I read to him from the encyclopedia and stuff, so he colored these 2 pages. And he loves blue, and to know which 2 pages to color, it's in the index. The table of contents. It'll tell you what coloring pages correspond with what chapter. That's been fun. Let's have it in a little notebook. Now for extra, I did pick up the big book, My First Big Book of Animals from National Geographic, so I highly recommend these books. And if there's an animal they're talking about in there, we will pull this up and take a look in here. I also got God's Big Book of Animals. And if you want to talk about big, what I thought my National Geographic book was big. Nope. It's nowhere near big. And this one will just open up. This shows life-size pictures of things. Like, it's big enough to be life-size, so we'll be pulling it out and looking. When we talk about animals, there's a section in the book where they go to a farm, and we just happen to have this flip-to-flat My First 100 Farm Words, so we'll just go through here and learning a little bit about different farm words and what sounds animals make and stuff. I just thought it'd be cool just to throw in. we'll also be talking about bugs at some point. So I picked up the bug book. We got they're going to the rainforest. We got the rainforest book. We talk about birds. So I got this in here. We're not going to talk about every single bug and book and bird ending, but it'd just be good to flip through, and when we talk about a certain bird, have the picture open so you can look at it. And then they're going to be doing some ocean. And when they go places, I'm using this for geography and science. So any place they go in the Sassafras science book, we will be looking at it in here and reading about it. Like we just read about, they're going to Africa, so we read a little bit more about Africa. So we read about this one, South Africa. How we say that? We just read about this place, and we put figure in the passport book where they put it. In the book, it tells you on the base. Let me see. It tells you right here where they put it. So we just been doing that. Now I need a little passport book for that one. And then when we do geography later this year, when we do the picture around the world with picture books, we will also be marking some places off in here when we do that. We'll also be looking at the place in this atlas. So we went to Africa, so that was page . So we read this about Africa. And there's more pages about Africa in here, so we'll be reading them every time we read a little bit about Africa. So it's just been really cool to add these two together. We just came out with passports of USA and a USA book, so that would be pretty cool to read one day too. So I highly recommend everything here. These are master books. These are National Geographic. These are little kids' first book. This is just a book I picked up from Walmart. God's Big Book of Animals is also a master book. This one is National Geographic 2. And then we got DK, Kingfisher, Sassafras Science. And if you want to get the coloring pages, you have to get them from the Sassafras website. I highly recommend it. We also got the audiobook, which I highly recommend, because it frees up just a little bit of time to listen to an audiobook while my son's in the bathtub. You can listen to a chapter, and then we can just dive into these while we wait for the ride to his therapies, which he only has 2 therapies now, speech and OT on Mondays and Tuesdays. So we'll be starting ABA next month, which may make reading a little difficult, but we're still going to be doing the audiobook and doing this after ABA. So please enjoy Sassafras Science. If you haven't already, give it a try, please, and enjoy it. If you have, please comment below what you liked and didn't like about Sassafras Science. Thank you and have a great day.